What's going on, everybody? As promised last week, I wanted to do a little 50 subscriber special. Here's what I've got in store for us today to celebrate this milestone. We're gonna spend the day on 50th Street. 50th Street is home to a lot of famous New York City landmarks like St. Patrick's Cathedral, Rockefeller Center, and more. So today what I want to do is stop at some of those places, tell you what I like, tell you what I don't like, tell you what I think is underrated, tell you what I think is overrated, and maybe even show you a few things you didn't know about. 50th Street runs the entire width of Manhattan, goes from the East River, which is behind me, to the Hudson River, which is way in the distance there, you can't see it. So, stop number one is the Consulate General of Luxembourg. Fun fact about Luxembourg, it is one of the smallest countries in the world, about 1,000 square miles, but it has 130 castles, making it one of the castle capitals of the world. Now, there are a lot of consulates in this area in Midtown. For example, here we have the Mission of Mozambique, the Consulate of Palau. Didn't even know that was a country till 5 seconds ago. And apparently the mission of the Kingdom of Eswatini. 5 seconds ago, I had no idea that was a sovereign state either. So now we'll head over to some of the more mainstream attractions. St. Patrick's and Rockefeller are probably the two biggies on this street. So the first stop I want to make is one of the lesser known churches on the street, which is St. Bartholomew's. It doesn't really get as much love and affection as St. Patrick's does, but I'm going to show you that it's actually pretty cool. Nice little BMW i8. That car is over 10 years old now, and I must say it still looks incredibly modern. I'll actually look at prices from time to time on Car Gurus, and is putting some very financially irresponsible thoughts into my mind. And it would appear that St. Bart's is closed today. I'm really hoping that St. Patrick's is open. I would hate to go 0 for 2 on the churches here. All right, St. Patrick's is open. We're in business. I love St. Patrick's. Even if you're not a religious person, definitely worth checking out. And that goes for really any cathedral in any city. Cathedrals are always just some of the most architecturally cool places on the planet. And it's always worth checking them out. Our next stop on the 50th Street tour is probably the most overhyped attraction in this area, and that is the Rockefeller Center, and I'm going to show you why. It is an office building and the Lego store. Sprinkling a few more retail locations I really couldn't care less about, and you have the Rockefeller Center. So if you want to shop at a bunch of stores that it's much easier to order online from, and you want to fight some really big crowds, come to the Rockefeller Center. It's for you. And here's where they put the Christmas tree. Basically an over-glorified manhole cover. Now, the one thing that I will defend about the Rockefeller Center, the top of the rock, that's the observation deck here. It does offer a very good view of the city, but even that has just been getting a lot more gimmicky lately. I don't know. Go to the edge. I'd rather go to the edge. All right, on to the next stop. There She Blows. Radio City Musical. Not overrated, actually very cool. I slept on this for a long time. I probably can't get in right now, but let me show you some clips of when I was there last year. I went for the first time.
So I've actually recently lost some weight. Now I'm like, oh.
Okay, next up we have the Liholts Pooley Pool. That's actually the name, the Liholts Pooley Pool, which is empty right now for some reason, don't know why. Also, nobody knows who Liholts or Pooley are. The name is a total mystery. Nobody knows who that family was, Liholts or Pooley. I tried researching online to find something, and when you Google search it, it literally just tells you there's no real reason why it's called that. Truth be told, I don't really spend much time in this part of town. It's generally understood most of this area, and 50th Street is just a big tourist trap. Honestly, I thought that the Consulate stuff was 10 times more interesting than Rockefeller Center. I really did. I mean, I literally learned that there were 2 countries I didn't even know existed. All I learned at the Rockefeller Center was that Banana Republic still exists. This is One Worldwide Plaza. This is only about a 5-minute walk from Rockefeller, and honestly, I think this is way better. Less crowds, nice fountain, closer to the water. I mean, Yeah. And then from this point on, the rest of the street is pretty much just apartment buildings. There are a couple cool bars worth checking out. I'm probably straight on that today, but you know I'm a man of my word when it comes to walking, so we're gonna make it all the way to the Hudson.
Musica.
That is one of the biggest clubs in New York City. I forget if it might even be the biggest. Went there for a Halloween party my first year here. 100% worth it. That place is awesome. And just like that, we made it to the other side. If you like this idea, you know, just doing a day on a street, Manhattan has streets that run from number 1 to 220, so we can make this a little series. Spend a day on 30th Street or 20th Street or 220th Street. But for now, I think I'm gonna get the F out of H. Next time we meet, I'll have something in store. Deuces.